And welcome back, everyone, to the Eat, Drink, Explore Sunday Fun Day Show. 9:49 now the time. I'm your host, Randall White, and we are rounding out the second hour of our program. As always, great to have you here, and we hope that you join us each and every week here on this station. It is time for our weekly Explore California segment, heard each week through December. It's our goal to give you some good ideas for enjoying yourself, or even perhaps with the holidays coming. I always hate to suggest that too early in the season, but some gift ideas that will be used and enjoyed rather than stored and maybe put in some closet where it's never seen again. The best part is we've found an organization that pulls together a huge range of activities, not just here in California, really nationwide, but we're focusing on the California element. So we've teamed up with them to give you a 15% discount should you decide you want to explore some of the fun options that we mentioned on this show. And then if you head to the website and find some other ones, it's good for those as well. Michelle Geib joins us on the line right now to talk a little bit about this week's selections. And she's with Experience Days. That's a big letter X and then Experience Days. And good to have you on again, Michelle.
Thanks, Randall. Great to be here.
Our focus today is bike riding. I'm a huge cyclist and have been commuting to work by bicycle for, I think, either work or school for at least 30 plus years. And when I'm on vacation, I like to explore the areas where I'm visiting via bicycle because I feel I just connect better with those regions that way. And so we're going to hop around the state here with some different companies you've teamed up with at Experience Days that will give you guided tours through these areas and help you really connect. Let's start in San Diego, Michelle.
Okay. San Diego is one of our more fun adventures that we offer, and it's a very affordable price point and great way to explore either La Jolla or Coronado. We have tours starting at $45 a person, and you can choose which area you'd like to start with and explore. It's an easy level of riding, so it's perfect whether you're on the bike for a first time in quite a few years, or you are like yourself and get to ride to work every day.
Yeah, the La Jolla one, I think, is almost all downhill. I think they start at the top of a hill, right?
You do. You get to start at the top of Mount Soledad, and it's a 13-mile descent into Pacific Beach. So
Nice.
It's a lot of fun, and you don't have to put too much effort in along the way, and enjoy the views as you cruise down.
And then their Coronado tour, if I understand correctly, is a newer one. They had a lot of requests for it, so they've put together a really fun ride on what is arguably one of the state's most beautiful and scenic islands.
It is. You get to start at the Hotel de Coronado. It's a 10-mile ride, cruising right along the coast. You get to go over the historic Coronado Bridge along Highway 75, and you even get to ride the ferry on this one, which is fun.
Oh, so you go over that Coronado Bridge. Wow, that's a tall structure. I would do it just so that I can say I rode over that. I didn't realize
exactly.
I didn't realize bikes were allowed on that, so that's pretty cool.
One to mark off the bucket list.
Yeah, exactly. So now we're going to head to my neck of the woods, which I'm embarrassed to say I haven't done this myself, but we have a wonderful wine region that is just south of my home. It's called the Edna Valley, and it extends from San Luis Obispo down into this just beautiful, gorgeous valley. And there are all of these little wineries. It's so picturesque, and it seems perfect for a bike tour. And that's exactly what one local tour company has set up.
Yep. And for the Central Coast tour, we do have two options again as well. And, if you'd like to explore and take in more views, we have a 21-mile tour that goes along the Pacific Coast Highway. It's, again, geared towards someone who isn't necessarily out riding every day, but there is a little bit of climbing involved. But amazing views of Cambria, Hearst Castle, Ragged Point. Those are some of the featured sites that you'll get to take in.
Yeah, and I think
then,
that one starts at Ragged Point, which is the highest elevation again. So they're not trying to put you through the ringer by putting you up a lot of hills.
It's going to be an enjoyable experience,
yeah.
even though you're getting a little bit of a workout as well.
For people that aren't familiar with Ragged Point, most people have heard of Big Sur, and this is really close to Big Sur and has equally as stunning views where the landscape just comes down almost at a 90-degree angle right into the crashing Pacific Ocean. It's really beautiful. And then you ride that down into Cambria, which is just a quaint village of shops and restaurants. They call it where the pines meet the sea. It's a gorgeous town.
It sounds breathtaking.
Mm-hmm.
Our second option there gives you more of an opportunity to actually visit some of the wineries in the area, and this is just a 12-mile tour. So you get to spend a little more time sipping along the route rather than just soaking in the views.
And that one has a gourmet lunch, I think.
They both do.
Mm.
So you get to ride and enjoy this half day. Both are private tours. You get a gourmet picnic lunch, and then you're escorted back to your original start location.
All right, let's head to Redwood Country and the Santa Cruz Mountains, where mountain biking is king.
Yeah, and if you're like me, maybe someone that didn't start mountain biking when you were a kid, but just started to get into it, it can be a little bit intimidating. So this is an introductory lesson, and it gives you all the basics that you need to know in a really relaxed and comfortable environment. You do a little bit of a kind of a classroom session first before you head out and hit the trails, and you get to discover what it's all about safely.
Right. And since a lot of us don't travel with all of the gear necessary, the mountain bikes, the helmets, and that sort of thing, those are provided?
Everything's provided for you.
That's terrific. And then the birthplace of mountain biking, I guess that's arguably, but there's a lot of documentaries and books out there that say that it is. Mount Tamalpais in Marin County. If you're anyone who loves the sport of mountain biking, you at least have to go there to pay homage.
Yep, you do, and this takes you you can choose the Santa Cruz Mountains or the Marin watershed, whichever you prefer, but they're both great. And even if you are experienced and you want to brush up on some skills or just visit these amazing trails and have a guide at your side, it's a perfect way to do it.
And so the Marin and the Santa Cruz rides are the same company, right? And then the Cambria and the Edna Valley one are the same company. And then in San Diego, there were two options as well by a third company yet. All of that information available at the letter experiencedays.com. We have a link, very easy link on our website, eatdrinkexplore.com. Michelle Geib with Experience Days. Don't forget, everyone, a 3-letter promo code, EDE, for Eat, Drink, Explore. We'll give you a 15% discount. Michelle, thank you so much.
Thanks, Randall.
We'll catch you back here next week, Michelle, and hopefully you at home. We'll see you as well here next week. I'm Randall White saying you can get all of our segments online at eatdrinkexplore.com. Thank you to Anthony Renaro for our audio, Ricardo for producing.
You've been listening to the Eat, Drink, Explore radio program. If you missed any of our segments today, look for them online or through our free Apple and Android apps. Catch you back right here next week.